Qian Ning and the others arrived at the most dangerous Northern Wilderness League mansion. If their immortal energy is detected, they will surely die without a doubt. Tang Chuan suddenly summoned a snake and pounced towards Qian Ning. After a series of screams, she actually transformed into an exact replica of the witch. Tang Chuan thought to himself, that witch always gives me trouble. Now it's my turn. Qian Ning was still worried about getting exposed. Tang Chuan said, my snake is one of the 12 spirit beasts. No one in the 3 realms can sense it. Then he pushed Qian Ning forward and she sneaked in, not forgetting to cheer her on from behind. The gatekeeper couldn't recognize her when he saw her, and everyone respectfully greeted Princess Ziyin. Open the gate. I want to go in and take a look. Ning Sixing breathed a sigh of relief when she saw this. Finally, she managed to get in. Afterwards, Tang Chuan went to prepare for the task of escorting the vice sect master's daughter, but he found that his subordinates all looked fierce, and this appearance might scare the vice sect master's daughter and make her cry. There's no other way. He had to call a few top-notch girls. Everyone maintained their current attitude. This is how you should be when you meet the vice sect master's daughter later. Suddenly, one of the subordinates informed them of a rumor that the people from Tengu Hall have been causing trouble recently, especially the Wolf Wind Gate in their jurisdiction. The captain needs to be careful. Are they really formidable? The subordinate said they're just a bunch of bastard demon cultivators, led by someone called Jing Shou, who is the nephew of the Tengu Hall's leader. It is said that they also possess auxiliary cultivation tools. Tang Chuan was shocked to hear this, wondering why Qian Ming would assign us the task of protecting the young lady, even though he clearly knew that Tengu Hall would cause trouble for us. Suddenly, a voice came from Ning Sixing's side. Something bad has happened. Qian Ning hasn't come out yet, but the real Ziyin has returned. Qian Ning planned to leave quickly. Tang Chuan informed her that if they leave now, they will definitely run into her. He decided to see how the guards would react. The guards stopped her as well, surprised at how she managed to come out. Qian Ning said it would take about another hour, and the real Ziyin has already ordered her subordinates to surround the entire Book Alliance. Soon, they discovered that Qian Ning was currently in the 3rd-level ancient artifact room. Let's go. I want to see who dares to be so bold. Tang Chuan was seen twisting and pinching his hands, and Qian Ning couldn't help but shout out, Senior Tang Chuan, be a bit gentler. Meanwhile, the witch's subordinates arrived at the library but couldn't find her. They only saw a book lying on the ground, so they immediately ordered everyone to dig 3 feet underground to find the infiltrator. It turns out that Qian Ning had been turned into a book by Tang Chuan, temporarily disguised in this way. At this moment, Tang Chuan planned to go in, while Ning Sixing was worried that the Northern Wilderness League mansion was surrounded, and going in would be a death trap. However, Tang Chuan remained calm. It's fine, we have allies. It turned out that Bai Yin's subordinates heard that Tang Chuan was here, so they rushed in. But when they opened the door, they found only the witch's people, and the 2 sides began to fight. Tang Chuan watched as the guards went to fight one by one. It's my turn to make an appearance. Taking advantage of the chaos, Tang Chuan disguised himself as one of the witch's subordinates and mixed in. Meanwhile, the real witch calmed her subordinates down, warning them not to fall into the enemy's trap. But at that moment, she noticed Tang Chuan behind her, and Qian Ning gradually transformed and grew larger. It turned out that the snake was only good at transforming into a human form, not into objects. The transformation into an object could only last for 5 minutes at most. As a cloud of smoke dispersed, the snake couldn't hold its disguise any longer and fainted. Qian Ning also reverted to her original form. Tang Chuan found Qian Ning at this moment and couldn't help but praise her for doing a good job. Qian Ning looked at Tang Chuan with a pitiful expression and burst into tears. You villain, it took you so long to come. You scared me. Suddenly, Ziyin silently approached from behind. I won't let you escape. Turning around, let me see what you look like. Seeing no response from Tang Chuan, she whipped out at him. But in an instant, the strike turned into a cloud of smoke. Ziyin thought that the previous Tang Chuan was just a clone. Little did she know that Tang Chuan was already behind her. By the time she realized it, it was too late. Tang Chuan knocked her unconscious with a chop of his hand. Tang Chuan thought to himself, I thought you had some skills. I deliberately lured you here and you fell for it. He then told Qian Ning that the snake could only disguise its appearance now. Just change into her clothes directly. They continued their disguised exit through the guarded gate. The guards still mistook Qian Ning for Captain Ziyin from earlier. Qian Ning immediately ordered Ziyin's subordinates to retreat and instructed them to deal with Bai Yin's subordinates who had been led there. Qian Ning asked Tang Chuan, why didn't you just deal with that witch directly? If we kill her, there will be even more formidable enemies to deal with. Let's leave her alive and challenge her later. Bai Yin's subordinate was captured by the witch, but he was solely focused on seeking revenge on Tang Chuan and had no idea that he had been deceived. The witch approached him gently and asked who he sought revenge against. He quickly responded, "It's Tang Chuan, who killed our elder brother Bain. I never thought you lords were on official duty." The witch then inquired about how he knew that Tang Chuan would be there. Upon learning that the information came from one of the subordinates, she immediately gathered everyone to investigate who leaked the information. However, besides the leader in front, everyone else was killed. Seeing this, the leader quickly begged for mercy. "I was deceived, spare me," he pleaded. "All right. Not only will I not hit you, but I'll also let you have some fun." Without hesitation, he leaned in and kissed the leader. The leader was bewildered. "I can't believe there's such a good thing happening. I wouldn't mind getting caught a couple more times in the future." But in the next moment, his face started to wither. It turned out that the witch was absorbing his magic power. After finishing, she wiped her mouth and ordered her subordinates to keep a close watch on Tang Chuan for the next 24 hours. "Even if he's doing that kind of thing, you must keep an eye on him," she commanded. Meanwhile, Qian Ning also obtained information about the bronze plate. It turned out to be the fiery god furnace used by ancient demonic gods to refine immortal essence. Ning Sixing was astonished. The name sounds terrifying. Tang Chuan also understood why the demon realm captured so many immortals. It was because absorbing spiritual energy was too slow, but with the fiery god furnace, they could directly refine it into pills. Qian Ning was curious, mentioning that there should be 8 pieces. Ning Sixing indicated that Su Hao didn't know the purpose of the bronze plate. However, Tang Chuan remained calm, knowing the demon realm's intentions. He even relaxed and decided to take a nap. Ning Sixing and the others quickly urged Tang Chuan to find a solution. At this rate, the immortal realm would be destroyed beyond recovery. "Stay calm, let them find a few first before taking action. But you all have performed well. Come, tonight, I'll reward you." They then appeared in a forest and discovered a golden tree. The tree grew larger, and Ning Sixing and the others sensed an infinite power. In order to obtain information, Tang Chuan didn't hesitate to gain favor with the snake demon at the brothel. However, the snake demon realized his intentions and attempted to attack Tang Chuan. Just as they were talking and trying to distract him, Tang Chuan immediately saw through the snake demon's scheme and knew she was an undercover agent arranged by the ghost market in the brothel. The snake demon also realized that she couldn't keep it hidden any longer. She then launched an attack on Tang Chuan, tightly coiling her tail around him. But he remained calm. "Let me finish speaking first," he said. At this moment, dozens of spears were pointed at the snake demon. Seeing this, the snake demon had no choice but to surrender. It turns out that the ghost market sells information as their business. They don't take sides or judge right from wrong, they only care about money. And undercover agents, commonly known as hidden pieces, are placed in various professions. Realizing that she had been exposed, the snake demon knew she was beyond saving. However, Tang Chuan explained, "Don't worry, I'm not here to arrest you. I'm only here to buy information. If you cooperate with me, I'll protect you." But the snake demon was still skeptical. Who knows if you have ulterior motives? Capturing an undercover agent can bring a 3-level promotion. Unexpectedly, Tang Chuan went for a hug, leaving the snake demon flustered. "I'm not interested in those things, but you have to listen to me." The snake demon's attitude instantly made a 180-degree turn. Clearly, she had fallen for Tang Chuan. Tang Chuan took out a piece of paper, indicating that he wanted information about the daughter of the Soul Sex Vice Sect Master. The snake demon was curious if Child Tang had feelings for her. Tang Chuan replied, "That's confidential." Then the snake demon clapped her hands, and a grass with a mouth emerged from the ground and swallowed the letter. "Just wait a moment, and there will be a reply. Now let's talk about the reward. I believe the market price is 800 silver taels." The snake demon approached closely and continued, "Others pay 800, but not you. I only want you." Tang Chuan was willing to spar with the snake demon, but he asked if she was capable of it. Little did he know that the next moment, the snake demon transformed into a human form, saying, "You can't go back on your words." After a while, information about the Vice Sect Master's daughter finally arrived. However, the battle with the snake demon was so intense that they even broke the bed. Tang Chuan quickly asked about the main issue, whether there was a reply from the messenger. But because Tang Chuan was too fierce, the snake demon was now immobilized. At this moment, the Vine released information about the Vice Sect Master's daughter. Tang Chuan was shocked when he saw it. "Isn't this the witch Xiyin?" On the other side, Qian Ben had already led the team to prepare for the arrival of the Vice Sect Master's daughter. But he noticed that Tang Chuan, the captain, was not present, so he asked Ning Sixing about it. Ning Sixing could only come up with an excuse of going to buy breakfast. Meanwhile, a group of people arrived in front of them. Qian Ben quickly stepped forward, kneeling to welcome them. Ning Sixing noticed something was amiss. Why did this slime in front of her look so familiar? Tang Chuan had already realized that welcoming the vice sect master's daughter was a plot. He hurriedly went to find Qian Ning. Qian Ning was curious why Tang Chuan didn't go to welcome them. Ning Sixing has already gone. Tang Chuan has realized that they may have been exposed, so he urged Qian Ning to move quickly while he rushed to save Ning Sixing. When the curtain was opened, a girl with blue short hair appeared. Ning Sixing lowered her head, afraid to look up and observe. "Thank you all for the welcome today, but this young lady seems unwell. Are you sick?" It turned out that she used to be from the immoral realm, by Momo, and now she has joined the demon realm. Ziyin noticed that something was off with Ning Sixing and ordered her subordinates to capture her. However, Bai Momo did not expose Ning Sixing in front of everyone, making Ziyin hesitate. She decided not to startle the snake, but suspicion had already grown towards Ning Sixing, and Ning Sixing was already sweating in panic. Tang Chuan couldn't understand the situation and planned to ask Ning Sixing about it later. It turns out they are from the same section. Unexpectedly, after being captured before, Ning Sixing betrayed and joined the demon realm. Qian Ning was ready to make a clean escape, but Tang Chuan remained calm. "It's interesting that you both pretend not to know each other when you clearly do. It seems you have a good relationship. She would rather die than harm you." Ning Sixing said she hasn't spoken to her in hundreds of years, but she has some inappropriate thoughts about me, always wanting to sleep and bathe together, and being handsy. At this moment, Bai Momo also came to visit Tang Chuan, and Ziyin saw everything. "You'll be busy with me in the coming days, Tang Chuan." Ning Sixing looked at her former companion and could only lower her head. Then Bai Momo asked about the relationship between Tang Chuan and Ning Sixing. Qian Ben informed her that they are cultivation partners. Bai Momo smiled faintly and asked Ning Sixing to come over. Tang Chuan quickly pushed Ning Sixing forward. Little did they know that Bai Momo had malicious intentions and wanted Ning Sixing as her personal guard for 24 hours, starting tonight. Bai Momo whispered to Ning Sixing, "If you don't comply, I'll expose you as a spy from the immoral realm." Although Ning Sixing had feelings for Tang Chuan, for their safety, she obediently went with her. Qian Ben envied Tang Chuan on the side. Having a relationship with His Highness's confidant would bring fortune. They left together. Ziyin, perplexed by Bai Momo's strange behavior, planned to ask her about it. After they left, Qian Ning came out. She was worried that Ning Sixing might be subjected to harsh interrogation. Tang Chuan, however, remained calm. "If they wanted to capture someone, Bai Momo could have captured us directly. It's clear that she is also guarding our secret." This reassured Qian Ning. "But since there was no immediate danger, why you looked worried?" He was actually contemplating how to use Bai Momo to their advantage. In Bai Momo's chamber, Ning Sixing was afraid of her advances and suggested sleeping in the next room. Little did she know, Bai Momo revealed her true intentions. "Darling, stop pretending. I've set up a soundproof barrier. No one outside can hear our conversation, and our intimate sounds won't be discovered either." Ning Sixing was trapped and wanted to scream for help, but no one would come to save her. Ning Sixing pleaded, "Please don't do this." But Bai Momo was determined to have her tonight, even if it meant dying without regrets. Suddenly, Bai Momo felt a wave of pain coursing through her body, causing her to curl up in agony. Ning Sixing became concerned and reached out to touch her, but Bai Momo pushed her away and screamed in pain. Ning Sixing asked, "What did those people do to you?" But Bai Momo was too anguished to respond and eventually drove Ning Sixing away. This made Ning Sixing curious about what could have caused her sudden change and wondered if it was the work of the demon clan. She hurriedly went back to seek help from Tang Chuan, but Ziyin witnessed everything. She quickly went to find Tang Chuan and urgently called him, "Senior, something bad has happened." However, Tang Chuan covered Ning Sixing's mouth first and summoned a dog to sniff her all over to ensure there were no listening devices before speaking freely. Ning Sixing was shocked that the dog could talk. Tang Chuan asked her, "What did she do to you when she took you away?" Ning Sixing replied that she didn't think Bai Momo had betrayed them but was just acting. However, she definitely had intentions towards her. If it weren't for someone controlling the goo worms, she wouldn't have been able to release her. Qian Ning asked, "It must be that despicable Ziyin who did it." Ning Sixing felt relieved that Bai Momo didn't expose them. Qian Ning worried that Bai Momo, too, would now be suspected and might protect Ning Sixing but expose Tang Chuan to save herself. Tang Chuan found the reasoning sound. "Well, there's no other way. I'll have to use my ultimate move. Let me seduce her." On the other side, Ziyin was pressuring Bai Momo for information. Bai Momo still didn't reveal anything about Ning Sixing but mentioned that Tang Chuan wasn't sure yet and needed further observation. Ziyin didn't believe her words. "You are the true side immortal. Can someone really disguise themselves and escape your gaze?" She then activated the goo worms, causing Bai Momo to cry out in pain. In desperation, Bai Momo begged her not to use the goo worms. I have never seen Tang Chuan in the immoral realm before, but I can sense a faint immoral energy flowing within him. Ziyin stated, isn't that solid evidence? If he has come into contact with immoral energy or immoral pills, or even interacted with immortals, this situation would occur. Reluctantly, Ziyin had to believe this explanation and decided to observe further. One of her subordinates suggested killing Tang Chuan to eliminate the problem once and for all. However, Bai Momo proposed that she would be able to see clearly when he mobilized his true energy. She suggested waiting for that moment. Ziyin questioned why Ning Sixing was brought back. Bai Momo straightforwardly replied, I am a lesbian. I like her. The atmosphere immediately became awkward. Ziyin didn't believe it. Clearly, immortals and demons cannot cultivate together. Either you are lying or Ning Sixing is a spy from the immoral realm. Bai Momo explained, male and female immortals and demons cannot cultivate together. But who said anything about same-sex relationships? Why don't you give it a try with me?